Hi traders, this is Forex Nelson, and I'm back again today with another 6 trades. Today's date is November the 4th, and I'm using my new trigger zones system. I have found what I call the magic indicator. That's this one right here. Goal line is called TZ, short for trigger zone indicator. It pinpoints the sell where you're going to sell and where you're going to buy, like over here. Concept is quite simple and easy. When it drops down, it starts to go up, and you get a buy signal on the 3 other indicators here. And with this complete system, from the top to the bottom, I call this the Holy Grail trading system. It helps to find the beginning of the up and down cycles within the market. You can easily trade all 3 sessions 24 hours a day. I call that the flow of the market. Now I traded today pound weakness. It actually dropped right down to 0. It is still a bus driver. Anything that is 20 or less is a bus driver, like this Aussie right here. And there's nothing at the top here. This pound is, this yen is only at 64%. But anyhow, let's see, we can check the news. So on this day, Thursday, November the 4th, we had a lot of pound news here at 8 a.m. Now it is green here, and the first thing after I refreshed the page and it showed up green, you would think that the pound pairs are going to go up. But my trigger zone system was saying to sell, so I don't care what it says here. If my system says to sell, I'm going to go with my system. It's as simple as that. But the main driving force here, well actually this bank rate, another bank rate here, you see from time to time that it says one direction, but the market goes the opposite direction. So anyhow, you can clearly see going down, and that means pound weakness. And of course the pound on the meter was weak. And if you're not trading with a very good meter, that is one of the reasons why you are failing. And not all meters are equal. I had to go through about 12 meters before I found a good one. Actually, I have 2 that are good, but this is the one that I prefer, this meter right here. So anyhow, let's get into these trades. Prior to the news, I took all the trades 15 minutes or so before, let's see, slight correction on that, 6:45, so an hour and 15 minutes before the news coming out, I knew it was going to go down. It's what I love about my trigger zones. Very accurate about 95% of the time. I'd like to say 100%, but nothing in trading is 100%. So on this, as I said, here's the line I put in. Come to the computer about 6 o'clock in the morning. I was doing the daily trade plan. And by the way, every one of these trades were also indicated within the trade plan. As soon as I can bring it up here. So the pound, watch for bears, see bearish. The couple in here says stronger trend required, but on the 1 hour and the 30 minutes, some of them on the 4 hours, was already telling me to short it. So I knew it was all the pound pairs, providing it was on pound is on the left side. I did not do the euro pound. I can guarantee you it went up. So these 6 pairs I sold. After I drilled down the lights, higher time frames was saying to sell. There's the arrow to remind me. Pound yen, let's see where I got in at. Took the trade here. Did go up against me a little bit, not a big deal. 32 pips. I knew that it could go back to the goal line, and I wasn't too worried about it. And then after it started going down, tightened, made my stop over here, so it was impossible to lose. Could have got a lot more, but my goal is to get 100 or more pips a day, and this is at least 200 pips is my best guess. I haven't done the math yet. So we're at, looks like 39 pips on the pound yen, and those 39 pips paid $3,425. Moving right along to the next pound trade, pound Swiss. Here's another one. After I drilled down the lights, it was telling me to sell. Let's see what else here. We're at the top of the cycle. Remember this TZ indicator, the magic indicator, pinpoints highs and lows. So remember you're buying low, selling high. But if the trend is down, I recommend to only take sell trades. I teach all of these tips and tricks within the training videos, and you really need the training videos to understand how to trade the trigger zones. Where did I get in at? Another one, and that's what the market does, but just before, prior to the news, it'll spike up to, like anybody that sold here, put their stop here. That's what the market makers do, like the banking institutions. They want to go up and catch these traders right here who sold. Takes their money and then it tanks. Now, as I said, it did go against me, 20 pips. Look at how much I could have made, 92 pips. But when I closed out the trades, I was happy with the pip total. Remember, you should get in a habit of trading. When you're happy, close the trade. That is 32 pips, and 32 pips on the pound Swiss paid $3,501. Moving on to the next pound trade, the pound CAD. Same thing here. People who sold here put their stop there. Big institutions went up there and grabbed those stops, and then tanked with the news. Higher time frames was saying to sell. That's why there's an arrow there. Let's see where I got in at. Did go against me. Went against me 28 pips. Again, I could have made a lot, 114 pips, but I was happy when I was hitting around the ADR here with 44 pips. And 44 pips on the pound CAD paid $3,540. Remember, all the rules are set out and explained in great detail many times over and over within the 50 training videos. So you know exactly what to look for. Trade setups. Okay, moving on to the next trade, pound, dollar. Everyone looked exactly the same. Let's see, the system was saying to sell. Higher time frames was saying to sell. So more than an hour before the news, I pulled the trigger. Again, if I would have just waited a little bit of patience, I could have got in at a better price, but that's okay. I'm still happy with the pip totals. That was, again, 28 pips against me. Could have made 90. I was happy with 38. And those 38 pips could, well, looking at 39, that should be 39 to be honest with you. Well, there it is there, because it's $10 a pip. So 39 pips on the pound dollar paid $3,900. moving on to another pound trade, pound New Zealand. Another one looks similar, did go up and hit the resistance here, and then it tanked. Higher time frame said to sell everything, and the bears are in down here at the bottom, all red. It was a simple decision to make. Took the trade before the news, and let's see where it went against me. Looks like 20 pips. Could have made 145, but I was happy with looks like about 55 pips, and 55 pips on the pound New Zealand paid $3,918. Now to the last pound pair, pound Aussie, same situation here. Again, higher time frame said to sell, and even within my daily trade plan, most of the pairs it did say watch for bearish trade. If you're not getting my daily trade plan, and if you're still struggling, I lay it all out nice and clear whether you should be buying and or selling. But remember, you must wait for a pullback and then get the signal. In this situation, you can drop it down to the 5 minutes if you want to see this area right up here prior to the news for a sell signal. But I took the trade more than an hour before that, so I didn't have to drop it down to the 5 minutes prior to the news. And by the way, I have training videos that teaches you exactly how to trade high impact news. Pound Aussie, let's see where I got in at. Right here at the cursor, went about 22 pips against me. Another one with 130 pips I could have got, but I was happy with 60, and those 60 pips on the pound Aussie paid $4,449. So another great day of trading, and as I mentioned from earlier, it would be at least 200 pips or more than 200 pips. Can't remember exactly what I said, but I knew looking at this total it would be over 200 pips. Today pip total was 269 pips trading high impact news prior to the news, and those 269 pips paid out $22,734. So if your system is not producing on a daily basis great results like my trigger zone system, I suggest you get your hands on it. To do so, all you have to do is look right below this video. You'll see this right up. It's my trigger zone system. I do charge $250 for it. I teach how to trade the flow of the market, or some people call it the down and up cycles. And you got to get in at the beginning of the cycle, not at the end of the cycle. Once you master that, the flow of the market or trading the cycles, you're going to find a lot of success. My trigger zone system has 5 gigabytes of training, and you'll get an exact copy of my system on your MT4 platform. Now it comes with 6 MT4 templates, and the reason why there's 6 of them is I made 3 different versions of it. The very first version, I wanted as few indicators as possible, and if you're the type of trader who wants as few as possible, well then I removed the time. I have the timing indicator removed and the goal line removed. But I find that having these 2 additional ones makes the trading easier and more accurate. So I give all 3 versions. This way you can pick the one that you love the most. So as I said, 6 templates, 8 custom indicators, and my favorite meter. Now I threw in a lot of PDF books, a lot of Word documents, and 9 bonus videos. All this is bonus material which should help you to learn and succeed at trading. Now there's a lot of ways to trade. I do teach a lot of ways. That's why there's 50 training videos. My number one way is a great way to trade, and I look for that every day. Now I'm not going to go through everything here. Running short of time. Put this video on pause. Any questions whatsoever, pick up the phone and call me. Here's my number. If you live too far, well, send me an email. Remember, there's an underscore right there. Now I really do prefer Skype. All you got to do is click on this link and we will have Skype connection. And through Skype screen sharing, I'll give you a free session. I'll show you whichever trigger system you want to see. I do have a lot of them. And answer your questions, give you tips and tricks. And I do that, keep in mind, with no obligation to you. Now if you click on this link here, you'll see 35 screenshots of all the trigger systems I've been building over the years. So that's just about wraps up this video. And if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. So until the next video, happy trading, and remember, keep yourself and your family safe. Okay, bye for now.